So you gave us some tips on how to reach Muslims for Christ, one of those being hospitality and different things like that. What are some of the things that make you cringe when you see Christians trying to engage Muslims for the first time? Like, what are the worst things that Christians can do? Probably name their high school mascot Crusaders, right?
Oh, yeah,
you know. That's the leading.
Crusades is a sore point, and rightly so. No, the thing that makes me cringe most is attacking Muhammad, attacking the Prophet, talking about things that some Christians would find, unflattering in his background and things of that sort. It's just not needed. It's just not needed. I think every Muslim seeks to honor the Prophet, seeks to honor all the prophets. And I think we should have a posture of respect toward Muhammad, even though we disagree that he's a prophet, et cetera. So that'd be one thing. I don't think it's necessary to attack the Prophet. Actually, and then, sort of moving to ask the Muslim to kind of side with or reject terrorist, jihadist Muslims, right? It's kind of like, that's really not the issue, right? I mean, the issue is Jesus, right? Can we talk about Jesus? Can we talk about faith? But making it political in that way. And Muslims will do the same thing. You want to know you support Israel or you support, where are you on these things? So I get it. I get it. That's in the air. But I think it's a distraction. And I think it more often than not will anger people or put people off than it will draw them to the truth.
I think that's one of the worst fears I have about doing equip nights like this is people learn about another religion and then they think, great, that's all Muslims. Muslims aren't monolithic. I mean, it's like just like Christians. There's different colors of Christians, right, and different expressions of it. And so you wouldn't want, anybody to say, well, Christians are legalistic, because of their unique experience of that. Yeah. So I think that's one of the things I've seen is just, when people hear the term Muslims, like they immediately know what this particular Muslim believes, and it may not be true.
Oh, that's so well said. Many Muslims in the world are nominal Muslims in the way that many Christians in the Bible Belt are nominal Christians, right? The diversity of cultures in Islam is something that you'll walk into. Diversity of belief in Islam, right? It's not one thing. And I do think one of the most loving things we could do with any person, including our Muslim neighbors, is just to get to know them as a person rather than engaging them with the stereotypes, right, or the generalizations in mind. Who is this person in front of me? What is it that they are longing for? And what we'll find is they're like all just like us, right? Want a good life for their family and their kids, want to be able to provide, want to be faithful, in whatever ways that they feel called to worship and things of that sort. They're going to have many of the same desires. And that gives us great sort of common ground to establish a friendship. And I would say to Christians, a friendship with a Muslim person is a good end in itself. Right? Don't turn the person into a project. I'm just going to be a friend with you so I can tell you about Jesus. Yeah. Well, I do want to tell you about Jesus, but I also just want to be a friend with you. Right, and build a relationship with you, et cetera. Just slow down and get to know the person in front of you instead of the stereotypes. And American culture, Western culture, is full of fear-based stereotypes where Muslims are concerned. Yeah. If we find ourselves walking around feeling like anyone who outwardly looks like a Muslim could be a terrorist, we're a victim of fear-based stereotyping, and we need to repent of that.